Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your 3-month tarot forecast for October, November, and December of 2022. We are coming to the end of the year, Taurus. Can you believe that? We are going to pull some overall energies, some cards to see what's going on in your physical, some cards to see what's happening spiritually, some cards to see what's happening romantically for you guys over these next 3 months, all right? So let's get in and see what Spirit has to say to you guys. All right, so coming in October, we have Aries with Act. And if you are an Aries Taurus cusp, or you are an Aries rising or Aries moon, I highly recommend you check out Aries reading as well, because this is the same card that Aries got for October, and it's coming in for you guys, Taurus. And there was a lot of Taurus energy in Aries reading as well. So that leads me down a similar path for you guys, where there's going to be a lot of focus on yourself, what is good for Taurus. All right, starting in October, like what is good for you, what's best for you, feeling more empowered, feeling more confident, feeling more sure of yourself. Also, in October, you're really pushing towards making some sort of change in your life. So let's see what November brings. All right, so we got some Cancerian energy with Immerse. So in November, you are going to be very focused on family, home, roots, being very within your emotional body. Whereas here it is, October, we're very focused on self, we're very ambitious, a lot of energy, a lot of motion. You come into November and it's like all of a sudden now you're in your feelings, and it's all about family and connection and home. And some of you in November, there may be a change in your living situation, or some of you, it's like a new member of the family is being added, whether this is somebody marrying into the family, a birth of a child. Some of you, this could even be getting a new pet, a dog, cat, bird, something like that. But in November, some Tauruses, there's a change in living situation, or there's an addition to the family in some capacity. All right, December, solar flares with Activate. December is going to be very fast-paced as well, just as October is. So it's like go, 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 a lot of energy, and then a big slowdown, a lot of connection, really immersing yourself within relationships in your life. And then here it is in December, a lot of momentum again, but there's an activation. Something's happening inside of you, Taurus, in December. And I feel like this is giving you a belief, a confidence within yourself that you didn't previously have. Like you're really going for something in December. So these are just the overall energies. Let's pull some cards to see what's happening in the physical and how these, interact with that. Oh, look at this. Magic prayer. So over these 3 months, Taurus, there is some sort of prayer being answered, some sort of wish coming true, the exact blessing that you need at the time you need it, because that just jumped out. So that is coming at some point over these 3 months. Wide open. Yeah, look at you. Home. See, that's for November. Look at that. Home. Oh, and look at that. December, unexpected visitors. That home energy is definitely spilling over into December as well. All right. Yeah, Taurus. October is just very activating to you. And you know what? We do have the Taurus lunar eclipse happening in November on November 8th, okay? And the lunar eclipse is, you know, more of like what's been hidden, the shadow, things that we need to understand, things that we need to know, all right? And since that's happening in November, that eclipse in your sign, a full moon, the Taurus full moon, and then it will also be a lunar eclipse. I believe it's a total lunar eclipse. Double check that, because I look at so many eclipses, sometimes I confuse them. So check it out, the eclipse on November 8th, the full moon in Taurus, okay, because that's going to be revealing a lot to you. Things that have been hidden, things that have been behind the scenes, things that you have been overlooking, maybe things that you didn't even want to acknowledge was happening or existed. It's different for all of you. But that eclipse is awakening that energy in family connection, in home, and also roots, something where you feel very stable, very secure, or something attached to the past being those roots, all right? And I just go through all of those scenarios since this is a general reading for all Taurus, because again, you guys are going to resonate with this also differently. But that eclipse is also helping you out, Taurus, with whatever is being revealed. And it may even be that a door finally opens for you. Like you can finally afford to buy your own house, or you can finally afford to move into your own apartment. You know, there is some sort of change in living situations for some Tauruses out there. And it's like those of you who have been thinking about it, wanting it, wondering when it's going to happen, it's like November, and then maybe even a little bit into December is when that transition and change is going to happen in your living situation. Okay. And again, I do see like an addition to the family for some of you guys. And then lastly, you're going to really overcome some difficulties emotionally, especially around matters of family that's been bothering you, that's felt like you couldn't resolve it. That's going to all be resolved in November. All right. But October, you are open, you are in motion. It's like you're in the right place at the right time, Taurus. You're getting a lot accomplished. Like October is a very productive month for you, and you're very focused on yourself and calling in good to yourself. And like you just see what's depicted, you know, how this lady is looking up to the stars there. That's you excuse me, surrendering to the universe, Taurus, and saying, you know, what do I need to know? What do I need to see? What do I need to feel? What do I need to change? You're reaching for a very high level of happiness and satisfaction, and you're wide open to the universe to guide you, to direct you, and you're going to get a lot of signs and synchronicities. Follow the signs, because this is Aries act. Okay, so you got to act upon those intuitive promptings, upon the signs that are directing you. So it's all about the signs in October, and we've gone over November. And then here in December, Taurus, I feel there's something coming back to you, okay? Whether this is a person, a dream, an old idea, an old job, an old situation, there's something that's coming back to you in December, and you're not expecting it. I feel like it kind of throws you a little bit, like, wow, why is this showing up now? All right, so let's pull some tarot and go deeper into these energies. All right, so the World, Ten of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. I don't know why some of these are reversed. That's so crazy. My little granddaughter may have been touching the deck. That happens sometimes. All right, the Chariot Oh yeah, see, something is coming back from the past. Eight of Cups and Two of Swords, and you don't see it, Taurus. You don't see it. You don't expect. You don't anticipate this. All right. Yeah. You know, and with this, the world being reversed, you know, I'll take it. And you know what? The Nine of Pentacles, we'll take it. Because I feel, you know, this woman as well, see how she's wide open and she's looking up to the stars, okay? Looking up to the heavens. It's the same image. And I feel like it actually coming out reversed is very synchronistic, even though I don't do the tarot reversed, because to me, this is that openness where, you know, the things that don't feel right, the things that feel off, the things that hinder you, like anything that's in your way, including your own self, you are asking the universe because you're like, I want this happiness, I want this joy, right? So the tarot cards are just reiterating the message we already got from, you know, the wide open card is you are open. Pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities around you, the intuitive promptings, okay? Because it's leading you to the fulfillment of your 10 cups. A lot of emotional happiness and satisfaction. And you know, I do feel like some business that's been unfinished, there is a completion to that in October, but it's to your satisfaction, okay? It's like, you know, here's the completion, so reverse something that has not been completed, finally coming in, completion through a 10 of cups, but it's a completion of happiness and fulfillment for Taurus. All right, so this living situation, addition to the family or energy from the past that you've been struggling to work through, to overcome. And, you know, I'll just point this out. The Chariot is the card that represents Cancer in the tarot. And you do have this Cancerian energy as overarching for November. So perhaps some of you are dealing with the Cancer specifically, okay? But, yeah, this is a very long journey, okay? And coming through reverse, it's not completed. It's just been hanging around in your energy. But you've got the Chariot here. So November brings about the energy for this completion when it comes to like transition of home. And maybe even some of you, this is like finally having money to do some much needed home renovations or improvements. Okay, this is the home is coming through so strong. Maybe some of you are finally going to be able to move to a new state, a new country, move back to your hometown. All right, it's just there has been an inability for this full completion, change, transition of home living situations. This addition to the family. Okay, it's been a very long process. Like if we're getting a new pet, we've had to think about it for a very long time. Okay, hold on, I'm just sitting with this energy. And this, the energy where it's talking about like roots, past karma. It's something that is haunted you, you have not been able to let it go. No matter what message resonates with you guys for November, November is the month where we do have the victory, the success, the completion after a hard, long journey. Okay, I do see like some of you moving across the country. All right, and that's what like this long journey is about, like packing up all your belongings and doing like a very long road trip to your new location. Some of you maybe even having to go overseas. Yeah, a big message around moving. I'm sorry to the Tauruses. where that does not apply whatsoever. But for those of you who it does, yeah, November is the month. Again, November into, I feel like, the first part of December. Now, here we are in December, this unexpected visitors. Yes, something is returning back to Taurus, okay? You don't see it, you don't expect it, but it's coming back in for a purpose. And I'm actually going to pull a few more cards for that. Like, why is this? Whether it's a person, a dream, an old situation. Okay, let's see. Why is this coming back to Taurus in December? Because you don't see it. You don't anticipate it. Whatever this is, Taurus, I don't feel you're really thinking about it much anymore. Or you're really not thinking about it at all by December. So that's like when it shows up, it's like, what? Why now? Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Oh, and the 8 of Wands. Very, very nice. All right, Taurus. Why is it returning in December? It's because you are finally in the right place to receive this, to act upon this, to engage this, if this is a relationship, or you finally have the resources to make a big purchase. Okay, what this is that returns to you in December, like I said, you aren't thinking about it anymore. You were blocked from it in the past. And some of you, it's like this couldn't happen due to like lack of finances or lack of confidence, lack of wisdom, lack of knowledge. Like there was a lack of something. And whether you realize it or not, different things you've been experiencing in life have been educating you and expanding your consciousness. All right. And I don't feel like you would even connect the dots between these experiences and this thing that just, you know, didn't happen or didn't come completely into fruition. And you know, for some of you, this could even be something that was stolen from you in the past and you were unable to get it back. And then boom, like here it is. And you're like, whoa, wow. Okay, because with the 8 of Wands, this is go. This is action. This is a lot of movement. This is your arrows returning to you. And it returns because you're finally ready to receive. Okay, and I do feel for some of you, this is something that was taken from you. And you've been unable to get it back. And then boom, here it is. So unexpectedly, Taurus. That's actually kind of cool. So let's pull some cards to look at your spiritual energies, Taurus, and what is happening there. All right, we have Archangel Michael for October, Heart of a Warrior, Divine Protection, and look at that, Synchronicity. Yes, pay attention to all those signs and synchronicities and intuitive promptings because you are definitely being led to your happiness. And call upon Archangel Michael because he is working with you very, very strongly, bringing you truth, bringing you revelation in conjunction with that eclipse that's happening in November. And look at this for November, light body. Independence brings comfort, past restrictions, ancestral healing. And with that ancestral healing, remember, Cancer is the 4th house, which is family, home, roots. And so this card here for spiritual energy goes very, very deep and in several directions. Some of you, I do see where you are making up with somebody in your family or somebody you consider family after a long period of distance, disconnection, not understanding each other, not being able to see eye to eye. Maybe, you know, this person wasn't taking ownership or accountability for their actions. It's different for everybody, but there is a deep, deep healing of family in November for Taurus, okay? But also with that ancestral healing, I go back to the roots and karma, All right. Some of you have really overcome some karmic energies that you were working with, and now you're feeling the release of that and the relief of it. All right. And you finally feel like you're standing on solid ground. And now for those Taurus out there who are extremely spiritual, and you'll know if this message is for you, there you've been working towards breaking those ancestral curses of the bloodline that you were born into, and that is your confirmation that in November it's like a big completion of that energy. All right. And for December, we look at that soul family, happy reunions, support, order from chaos. So if this is a person that is returning to Taurus, they are definitely a member of your soul tribe, okay? And this home family energy, it does spill over into December. And I see that here too with the soul family, okay? So October, Archangel Michael is bringing you truth and revelation, helping you notice different signs and synchronicities so that you can follow through, because it is leading you to your highest happiness, okay? And then November, December, big focus on family, home, healing, karmic balance, a completion of or I shouldn't say completion, more like a healing, a transmutation of ancestral curse through bloodline. Whew. And then in December, there's something returning to you, and it makes you feel totally complete, whether this is a person, an idea, a situation, a dream, or something that was stolen from you. Whatever it is, Taurus, it truly makes you feel complete upon its return. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. As I'm saying that, yeah, you've given up hope on whatever this is. You've given up hope that anything could ever build or happen, or that it would return. But boom, here it is. Through that Eight of Wands returning, it's real, it's solid, but you don't see it coming, Taurus. You don't. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you might not want to follow your intuition, or you might just be like, oh, these signs are coincidences. Call upon Archangel Michael in those situations. He'll definitely help you decide, okay? And also that desire of more happiness and more balance, more stability and joy in your life. All right, look at that. Six of Wands. Man, November is such a beautiful month for you. So much healing, so much transformation, feeling victorious. Okay, and then again, I do feel some of you are moving. And look at this, the World. October starts with the World reversed and ends with the World upright for you. All is well. You are happy. You are satisfied. And again, whatever is returning to you here, Taurus, really makes you feel complete and whole. All right, so let's pull some love and romance energies. Then we will pull a few more general energies and then advice from spirits. Right, October, make a move. November, it's vibe. And December, very soon. All right, so I will give messages for both singles as well as couples. My couples, look at that, make a move. Those Tauruses out there in committed relationships in October, if you guys don't live together yet, in October, I see you guys starting to talk about that, about making a move, moving in with each other. All right. And that would explain this, where it's like we're talking about it in October, and then in November, it's like you guys are moving in together, or early December, you guys are moving in. Okay. Or, you know, potentially maybe you guys are talking in October, like, okay, yeah, let's move in together. And then you guys are like looking for a place to live. Because I feel like some of you, it's like you guys want to have a brand new place, whether it be apartment or house, where it's yours together rather than them move in with you or you move in with them. I mean, it could definitely be a situation where you move in with them move in with you, right? But I do see some of you like looking, and then in December, really trying to decide, okay, where do we want to live? Do we want to live in this place or this place? Okay, so some Tauruses who are committed but don't live together yet, I see that happening over these next 3 months where you guys are making that choice to finally, you know, cohabitate with each other. Now, other couples out there, you and your partner are planning something, some big change, some move, maybe adding to your family. You and your partner are really talking about this over the next 3 months, trying to decide about something when it comes to your relationship, okay? And I feel, Taurus, it's like kind of gonna eventually, like the final decision falls on you. And in December, you're making the choice of this big decision, big change, big move, maybe adding to the family, you know, different for all of you. But it's like ultimately the final decision rests on your shoulders. And you're going to have to decide in December. All right, my couples out there, October, I feel like there's a new energy coming in for you, or there's somebody newer that's already kind of been around, and they're really coming in strong in October. It's like I see you being very, very pursued in October in a romantic way. And in November, it's very blissful. You're really enjoying this person. Okay. And then you come into December, and this is where I feel you and this person, it's like we're going to start talking about where is this relationship headed? And, you know, will you be with just me? And maybe for some Tauruses out there, you've been dealing with this newer person, and perhaps somebody from the past does return in December, and you have to decide, you know, who do you want to be with? Okay, because much like the couples, I feel that in December, you have to make a choice about a relationship, whether to let it go or to go to the next level, to go in deeper. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. The Magician, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, see, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, the Queen of Pentacles is earth energy, which could represent a Taurus, okay? So ultimately, whether you're coupled or single, there is some decision that falls on you, Taurus, in December in regards to love and romance and what the next step is, or, you know, a final agreement of, yes, let's do this. So it does fall on you. Now, October is magic, whether you're single or coupled, okay? It's just, you guys are vibing, like you guys are vibing. And, you know, those of you who are in a couplehood and you guys are trying to make a decision about something, like you're keeping it to yourself, okay? Also, Taurus, I could see where some of you, this person that you're seeing, that you're dating, you're trying to keep it hidden. You're trying to keep it private for some reason in November. And maybe in December is when you've got to decide, okay, am I going to come out with this? Am I going to share this with everybody? But it looks very private in November. October, we're having fun. It's magical. In November, it's still a really good vibe. But it's like we are not putting it on display. We're not sharing it with the world right now. And then in December, you're making a decision about your relationship. Okay, so those are like the strongest energies for love and romance. Let's pull a few more cards for general energies. Some of you may be secretly moving in together. All right, that could definitely be like if, you know, you are younger and you come from like really religious family and it's like you can't live together before marriage, etc., something like that. Like some of you, it could be like you are making the decision to like move in together but keep it secret. Okay, or the person that you're dating, like maybe your family wouldn't approve of, so you're keeping it secret for now. Or maybe for some of you out there, you know, this could be where now somebody is with child and we're discussing like, you know, what are we going to do? Or you guys are just keeping that information very, very private until you get to like 12 weeks, you know, when you're out of the danger zone. All right. It's just, I see you guys being very, very private, hiding something about your love and romance in November from everybody else. Oh, look at that. Venus beloved for October. Beautiful. 8th house mystery. A lot of transformation with 8th house energy. And I'll just say, you know, about 2 weeks before we have this Taurus full moon lunar eclipse, we have the Scorpio new moon solar eclipse. Okay. So that's also playing in. And November is the month of Scorpio pretty much, predominantly, okay? And it's transformations, it's endings, it's beginnings. So there is a lot going on in November for you guys, but I feel like it's good stuff, okay? And look at that. For December, South Node, the past. Yeah, there's just, that is a very strong energy of something returning to you guys from the past in December. All right. And there's just the timing, the energy wasn't right before, but now it's like you're ready. The other energies involved are ready. It's like everything is good to go. So October, Archangel Michael is giving you a lot of love. You are feeling the love. You are wide open to receive. Pay attention to those intuitive promptings and signs and synchronicities because it is truly leading you to what you're asking for. Remember that magic prayer card flew out. There's a prayer, a blessing being answered over these 3 months, okay? And then November, again, it's all about relationships, family, home, resolving something of like the long ago past, balancing of karma. And then December, all about something from the past returning because it is finally time for that. So let's get you guys some advice. Conscious living. Those healthy changes you have been meaning to make are imperative for you now. And look at that. How perfect is that message? Next is synergy. Blending together all of your talents helps you to create an energy signature that holds within it your authentic creative expression. So synergy, like things really coming together for Taurus in November. And then purging process. You may be currently experiencing emotional discomfort that is disrupting your inner peace. And what's that about? What is coming back to you from the past? Okay, look at divine intervention. Get ready for a miracle. You are in the midst of a divine intervention. And that just goes with that magic prayer card we saw. But yeah, I feel like there's some confusion of why is this coming back now? The timing of it may be a little disruptive to what's currently going on in your life at the time. But ultimately, just remember, it's a positive thing. It's a positive return, and you will see that. All right, so those are your messages, Taurus. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.